Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to break down the essential lessons from Kevin Spacey's masterclass on the craft of acting.
The whole class is really built on this one idea that Kevin's mentor, the great Jack Lemmon, shared with him, that knowledge isn't something you hoard, it's something you pass on. So let's unpack these core principles so you can actually take these ideas and run with them.
Okay, so here's the game plan. We've broken it all down into 5 key parts. We're going to start with a script, move into character, then collaboration, building a career, and finally, what comes next. All right, first up, let's get right into it. The foundation for everything, and I mean everything, starts with the words on the page. Before you can even think about building a character, you got to understand the blueprint the writer gave you. So one of the first big ideas you'll come across is this thing called grounding your performance. It's all about making the character feel real, like they have a life that exists beyond the scene. It's the difference between someone just saying lines and someone who truly lives and breathes on stage. So you're probably wondering, how do you actually do that? Well, try this out. It's a super simple but really powerful exercise. Give yourself a basic task, like making a sandwich or folding laundry while you're running your lines. It kind of tricks your brain, takes the focus off acting, and lets these natural, lived-in moments just happen. And this really gets to the heart of it, right? You have to trust the material. The writer did the hard work. Your job isn't to invent emotion out of thin air, it's to dig into the words and find the truth that's already sitting right there. Okay, so you've dug into the text, you understand it, but how do you actually transform? How do you become someone else? This next part is all about the tools that help you step outside of yourself and into character. Now, this is a real game changer. Get this, your performance, it's only half the story. The other half is the audience's imagination. Your job isn't to spoon-feed them everything. It's to give them just enough to let their minds do the rest. Kind of like how the scariest movie monster is the one you barely see. But to do that, to really invite the audience in, you have to be totally free up there. So, how do you get there? How do you shake off that feeling of being watched, of being judged? Well, the class points to a classic tool, one that's been around forever. The answer is a mask. Yeah, a mask. It's a classic tool brought into modern acting by directors like Jacques Capot, and it's designed to do one simple thing: get you out of your own head. When your face is covered, you can't rely on your old tics and habits. You're forced to tell the story with your body, and you're free from staring at yourself in the mirror. And that's the whole point, isn't it? The mask isn't about hiding. It's actually a key that unlocks a part of you that's totally free, totally creative, and lets you explore without that inner critic yelling at you. But here's the thing. That freedom isn't just for you. Acting is almost never a solo mission. It is a team sport. It's all about the connection you have with your director and the other actors on stage. That relationship with your director, it's absolutely crucial. A good director isn't there to just give you blocking. They're your outside eye. They challenge you and push you to find the simplest, most honest way to tell the story. Sometimes that means beating the acting out of you to get to something real. And when it comes to your fellow actors, it all boils down to one thing: active listening. And no, that doesn't just mean waiting for your cue. It means really letting what they're saying and doing affect you. It's a reaction. That's what makes a scene feel electric and unpredictable. Okay, so you've been working on your craft, you're feeling good, but how do you actually turn that into a career? Let's talk strategy, and that starts in one place: the audition room. Now, this right here might be one of the biggest takeaways. You have to reframe how you think about auditions. Stop thinking, they're here to judge me. Instead, think, they have a problem, and I might be the solution. They want you to be great. It makes their job easier. You're not an enemy, you're a potential teammate. So to really nail that audition, you gotta be smart about it. Don't try to be something you're not. Show them what you do well. Make sure you've read the whole play so you have context. And remember, when they give you a note, it's not just a test of your acting. It's a test to see if you're someone they'd actually want to work with for the next few months. So we've covered a lot, right? The text, the transformation, working with others, building a career. But the last, and maybe the biggest lesson, is that this work never, ever ends. Acting is a lifelong craft. So we're going to leave you with this question, adapted from the great Anne Bogart. Don't sit around waiting for the phone to ring or for the perfect part to fall into your lap. The work starts now. It's in the plays you read, the classes you take, the performances you watch. So the real question is, What are you going to do now?